chef to recipe developer and media personality to collector of bacon fat. Please welcome Chef Paul Lillakas. It makes sense to collect that bacon fat. You never know when you're going to need it.
Yeah, you can use it like butter.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're actually going to put together some apps for Father's Day. And what's cool about these is that you're using kind of simple things, well, except for the lobster, but making really nice apps that are going to fill them up.
Yeah.
Like a whole bunch of apps can be like the same as a meal.
Totally.
Right?
And they're kind of showstopper. These are kind of flashy and they're seafood. I'm Estonian Canadian. I love seafood.
Nice.
And so some people might think that lobster is intimidating, but you can have it steamed for you, and sometimes they'll even clean it for you.
Right.
So we're going to make 2-bite lobster rolls, and we're going to make them on something called butter toasted crostini clamshells.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll show you what that's all about. So it all started because I was looking for a vessel for little 2-bite lobster rolls, and the thing I like about classic lobster rolls is they have that butter toasted outside, but I couldn't find anything in a mini size.
Yes.
So I thought, okay, we're gonna cut crostini. Okay. So maybe at a centimeter thickness, but you only cut through on every other slice.
Oh, I see. That's how you make it a clamshell.
That's right. And then we're gonna butter the outsides. So just a little bit of room temperature butter.
You're not going to use bacon fat for this?
You could use bacon fat.
So you butter the outsides.
You butter the outsides, and then we're just going to grill them like grilled cheese.
Okay.
So I have some made here.
Yeah.
And then right into a hot pan, maybe 1.5 minutes per side, maybe 2 minutes, and a few more. And I like to go 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. That way you know which one went in first.
Okay, there's a method to the madness.
Yeah.
So you're basically just waiting until it gets a little bit of color, like a grilled cheese, as you say?
Exactly.
Okay.
And they'll be crispy and toasted on the outside and then steamy on the inside.
Yes.
Exactly like a lobster roll bun.
But you know what? This is almost, it could be better because it's got, the bread is a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Like it's got a little bit more integrity.
Totally.
So you're really going to be able to shove some lobster in there.
Absolutely. And you don't even need to...
That's the goal, guys.
You don't even need to use it for lobster. Let's say lobster's not your thing.
Right.
You do chicken, like curry sandwiches. You could make po' boys with it. You could make a Philly cheesesteak with it.
Absolutely.
So that's why I like to do this separate from the actual lobster roll, because this could be used 100 different ways.
Right, absolutely.
So I'll leave you to keep an eye on that.
Okay.
And we're gonna make a lobster salad. So also simple. About 1/3 cup of light mayo, and then what I call the holy trinity of seafood, ingredients: garlic.
Yes.
Just a little bit. A lot of Dijon mustard.
Yep.
And lemon zest. That pretty much goes with anything seafood.
Yeah.
And then some lemon juice, about 2 tablespoons. It's quite a bit. I want this to be bright and vibrant.
Okay.
Okay. So
I'm a little tart.
Keep an eye on those. Check 12 o'clock.
I'm doing my job. Check 12.
Anything?
Still good. No,
all right.
It's still good. They still need some time.
So we're just going to whisk this up, and that's it. That's it. Now we're going to add cooked lobster.
Okay.
And like I said, if you get friendly with your fishmonger, they'll do this for you.
Yeah.
So 3 cups.
They'll do the heavy lifting.
Yeah, 3 cups or so of cooked lobster meat.
Oh, that's the good stuff.
Yep.
It's nice, though, that you can put something like just crostini with lobster. It elevates it, you know, because maybe you want it to be a little bit special for the father in your life, whether it's your father or your husband, you know, the special dude in your life. This is nice.
And it's pretty. It looks like you put effort into it. So when you make something, right? Rather than just picking something up from the store.
Yeah.
You know?
Why are you looking at me like that? Because you know I'm going to be picking up something from the store on Father's Day?
Never.
Listen, Leo knows who he married, okay? I go to the store. But if I were going to do anything, I like this idea, at least the grilled cheese part of it. It's one of the recipes I know how to make. Grilled cheese sandwiches. I've nailed that.
Exactly. So now, what you end up with when they're toasted on both sides is this. Basically, it opens up like a little clamshell.
Yes.
It's super cute, and we're just going to stuff them.
Okay.
So we open it up, and a good amount.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
The audience is fainting right now.
And you can make a bunch of them. So you see,
a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, 1 baguette will make you maybe 20 sandwiches.
Yes.
So that's enough for, a family party.
Yeah, well, this is good for parties, but this is good just for one guy, too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or me.
Or me.
I can go through a baguette easy. That's great.
Yeah.
Look, I still am doing my job.
Well, that's why we have some on hand. No, just let them go.
I'm just going to let them go.
And now a few little garnishes. I like green onions, sliced radish, and celery leaf. Celery leaf is really good with lobster.
Nice.
All right.
That's the only time I'd ever use it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that recipe, cityline.tv for that. This one is so cool. So what are we making here?
So this is a little nod to my stepfather. He's Irish.
Yes.
Okay, and I always need a gluten-free option in our house because my mom doesn't eat gluten. So even though it's Father's Day, I'm going to make something that she can also enjoy.
Totally.
So this is an ode to him. It's a fish and chips appetizer.
Okay.
So it starts with, this is like our tartar sauce, but because we're only using a little bit, we don't want something really thick and chunky, just something smooth and silky, just a little bit, again, of light mayo.
Yeah.
And we're going to use a little pickle juice. Not too much, maybe about half a tablespoon.
Yeah.
And what that will give you is that acidity. It'll give you some of that garlic flavor, some of the dill, whatever's in your pickles, and it will make the sauce really sort of silky. And then,
so your own little homemade tartar sauce.
yeah, it's like
you get the tang of it with the pickle juice.
Exactly, it's like a little play on tartar sauce.
Yeah.
And only 2 ingredients. So then we have some cooked rainbow trout, just broiled for about 7 minutes, or you could grill it. You could even use leftovers. Nobody would even know.
Leftovers, absolutely.
And so all you have to do is flake it.
Yeah.
Nice pieces. I like to be gentle with it so you see it will sort of pull into nice looking pieces. And then potato chips, salt and vinegar potato chips.
Great.
So this will give you that classic sort of like fish and chip shop flavor.
Yes. Did you know that these are gluten-free? You don't think of potato chips when you think gluten-free. I just learned this today from chefs.
But they're just potatoes.
Eat them. That's really the takeaway here.
And the best part is, you know, you buy 2 bags so you can pull out the nice ones.
Yes.
And you got a bunch of broken ones, but
what do we do with this?
it's never been an issue to get rid of them in my house. So onto the potato chip, a little piece of trout. And then
so delicate.
I like to put it on a little bit of newspaper. Also fish and chip shop style, right? And then just a little bit of that sauce.
Just enough. It's a 1 bite.
And then a little sprig of dill right on top.
Lovely. Okay, who wouldn't love this for Father's Day or any celebration, guys? Just love the idea of using this.
Totally.
That's great.